Welcome everybody to Everybody Loves Juju Talk Soups. Everybody Loves Juju 1-2 Talk Soups. I'm your host Juju. Welcome to the first game of the Sweet 16 taking place right now in Birmingham Region 2. I'm checking out the North Carolina game, Duke game. What are you checking out? Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you're new here and you don't know about my channel, I'm fairly new. I'm just a passionate, avid fan. Been watching hoops since it's been over 40 years, y'all. Played hoops in the 80s, saw the best of the best in the 80s, saw the Hall of Famers, watched the Hall of Famers of the 90s and 2000s, 2010, and here we are, 2020, 25. And I'm back, ready to follow this new generation into the future. Join me, follow me if you want, some live commentary on YouTube. I have people that come in and they talk with me. They follow in the chat. They ask questions. I might can give them some history. Obviously, I'm a Trojan fan, but I love. I have other teams that I follow and I really enjoy. I really enjoy all of them. I mean, I can find something positive in every team that I've seen, or storyline all the way hopefully pretty much in every team. And if I don't know it, I can do the research on it. And so can you. So obviously we're just, right now, North Carolina is up 7-0. Duke is the 2 seed. North Carolina is the 3 seed. I will tell you this. People have Duke winning this game, and being the eventual winner. I mean, if you go chalk, yeah. However, there's times that I've watched North Carolina this year where I've seen them play really good basketball enough to advance from the Sweet 16. But they're going up against Toby Fournier's entering the game off the bench, freshman, really talented freshman, can dunk, has other skills. Duke is a team coached by Carl Lawson, formerly of Tennessee, under the Pat's, I always call Pat Head Summit. You can tell I'm old school. Pat Summit regime, Olympian, WNBA player, talented journalist, doing a fantastic job year by year since she's taken over at Duke. And I say that Duke is got a great defensive team. They're very defensive minded. They just needed to add some offense to it. They got some players out there. I like Oluchi. I like their guards and their wings. Wow, they didn't call that. Okay, that was probably clean. But North Carolina is pretty tough. North Carolina, I remember I watched them win a championship with Charlotte Smith. And if y'all might or may not remember how far you guys go back, Marion Jones was a freshman on that team. Marion Jones, a sprinter, was also a dual sport athlete in high school. So, but Charlotte Smith is related to David Thompson. If you are an NBA fan, then you know the great David Thompson with the tremendous leaps. And they're related, and she can dunk. Charlotte Smith can dunk. And Charlotte Smith is currently the coach of Elon University. and it happens to be a university. Just give me a little history of. I think a relative of Juju, a great grandparent of Juju, attended this basketball journey. Just goes full circle in so many ways. There's so many stories, here and there and there and there, that just ties them together with 6 degrees of separation. Um, I believe that Sylvia Crawley, and it just comes to the top of my mind. I think Sylvia Crawley was the North Carolina coach for many, 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 many years. And that's when I think of North Carolina, I think of Sylvia Crowley, I think of Irie Lotta, I think of Charlotte Smith, I think of Breland. Um, North Carolina is like Deja Kelly before she transferred to Oregon. I think, North Carolina has, I'm probably missing a whole lot, and I know that I am, a whole lot of talented players that have advanced to the WNBA and had good careers out of North Carolina. Duke, Elena Beard, um, I can't remember her teammate, and it starts with an M, and I always mess up her name, and I don't want to do it. I think they went on to play for the Washington Mystics, and then of course, Elena Beard gets a championship with the LA Sparks. I love Elena Beard. She was one of the best, man, one of the most talented, offensive-minded scorers in all of college basketball. Later, became a Monique Billings. No, not Monique Billings. I don't want to say the name. It's coming to me. It's coming. But Elena was like amazing on defense. She suffered some injuries to her Achilles that was so disappointing. Like, took her out for a number of years. Like that injury to really take shape and form, but she continued at it, stayed with it. Didn't have the timing on her shot the way that I think she normally could, or the tremendous speed, but she had tremendous speed. Her speed was so far ahead of everybody that even if she came back from injury, she was still quicker and quicker than most players. But yeah, when I think of Duke, I think of Elena Beard, and also another person that suffered an injury that didn't get to play their senior and junior year or senior, which was Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray came back from busting a knee. Um, to become the Chelsea Gray with three WNBA championships she's got now. Yeah, MVP of a WNBA. So I say that if you really love the game and it's something that is long term for you, you definitely um, stay tuned for Juju Watkins, because she was already a tremendous. She already had like a tremendous body, like built for the game. Like she had a pro ready body. Her body was like in just in pristine condition. Like I was even just looking at her thinking like, hey, you know what? You need to start training with Olympian trainers, because girl, your body is like, as a sophomore, good lord, like. So I got hopes for my girl, my namesake, Juju. What's up, cool? Hey, hi. How are you? Welcome. I've never seen you here before. I'm glad to see you, and I'm glad you came in and made a comment, because I love that. I love that. Did you come over from Twitter, or did you just find me here on yeah, just got here pretty much. It's 11-1, 11-3. RC. Welcome. I got a new person, RC. Welcome. Their name tag is cool. Cool. Subscribe to me right now. Hit that like button. And I'm wearing my Everyone Watches Women's Sports t-shirt today. See, I'm not about all that talk. I actually put my money where my mouth is. I actually invest in women's sport the best way that I can, by talking about it, by inviting people, by getting casual people to tune in to the sport, purchasing, merchandise, um, creating this channel. So yes, this is the first game of the day, RC. Who you got, RC? Cool. RC said hello. It's me, Ethan. Oh yeah, that's right. Ethan. Papa's coming back today. So you'll be able to you're subscribed already, right? Ethan, you subscribed? That's my little godson's friend. I forgot. Thank you for tuning in. I'm also a lightweight gamer, y'all. I play Fortnite. Love Fortnite. I'm hoping Juju gets a skin since she's took on a deal. I don't know if y'all know that Juju Watkins has a deal with Epic. What is it called? Epic Games. Et. So I meet a lot of youngsters on the game as well as adults play the game, especially when the kids are at school. We be in there going to town. Let's see what RC said. RC said this is why Duke can't beat really good teams when it matters because their offense is questionable at times and holds them back. Yeah, it does. But look, Epic Games. Thank you. It's called Epic Games. So Juju has to deal with Epic Games and Nintendo. She has a Nintendo Switch deal. I'm hoping because if you play Fortnite, if I got any gamers on there, if you play Fortnite, you see that they got a LeBron James skin, Patrick Mahomes skin, Snoop Dogg skin, Ice Spice skin, Eminem skin. They'll do athletes, celebrities, rappers, Travis Scott skin. So it's a real popular thing. So don't be surprised if you see a Juju Watkins skin. I mean, she's killing the game and the brands and the deals, and she's still going to do it because, you know, even though they try to take her out of the March Madness video by claiming, oh, we're just keeping in the Sweet 16 in it. I said, well, you didn't have to take her out because she still represents USC and put in Rhea Marshall. I'm glad you put in Rhea Marshall. You could have kept Rhea Marshall and Juju in there, you know. Eventually, they're gonna put everybody. Eventually, they're gonna put everybody. Everybody that's popular. Yeah, everybody that's popular. That's what he said into the skins and stuff. You might see a Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurt, from the Philadelphia Eagles. Um, I guess LeBron is the biggest basketball star. I mean, you got Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, but who else do you really got? I think you should put Cooper Flag in there. I just kind of like that kid. One thing I noticed that must be called out is why Toby Fournier comes off the bench. Duke isn't deep like South Carolina. Start that girl. I think she does it, and I want to see how many minutes that Toby gets. I think I think there's a lot that we might not know about a team. I think she's trying to preserve this kid, you know, because she's probably got some seniors out there that she's playing. I think, and just try to help her to um, last through her freshman year and just progressively bring her along, keep her hungry. I don't watch him enough to really kind of tell you like who does Toby come in for? Is it a senior? I remember my freshman year, I had people like you, like in the stands. If we had a social media, they were like, "Why don't I start? Why don't I start?" When we already had some dynamic freshmen that were starting, not in my position, but then you would have had almost the 90% of the starters would have been freshmen. So I came in 6 man off the bench, and first time in my career, but I played definitely a lot. Jude Cooper Flag dropped 37-7 versus Arizona in the streets, and they won. Cooper is that dude. I told you. I just kind of just glanced one day, and I was like, who is Cooper? I kept hearing the name very lightly, and then I was like, Cooper Flag. And then I saw the highlight on that commercial. I was like, yeah. Hey, Live Mike, right on. Okay, we're pouring in. Here are my people. We're coming in. Hit that like button. All right, am I gonna get on today? It's gonna be a lot later, ET, because I got March Madness basketball today. If there's a break in between the games, I think in the afternoon, ET, I'm gonna come back. Okay, wait for me, Papa. He's on his way home soon, Probably not until the early evening, but I might come in a midday. Okay, take a break and then come back and wait for me like later on. I don't know where my tissue is. Introvert life of KC. Okay, let me read what Live Mike says. RC, I agree. They quoted Gino talking about starting doesn't matter. Tell him bring Page and Strong off the bench then. Right. Hey, who was it that tore their ACL? Hi, introvert life of KC. Who tore their ACL? Most recently is Juju Watkins. Uh, Juju Watkins of USC. I told J Spot earlier that I'm most excited to see StreamYard. This is a live feed, so StreamYard is gonna do different things. You got to bear with me. It's not me on my end. It's not my internet. I have top speed fiber optics with an extender. So hang in there. What did you say here? Okay, who was at the door? We answered that. Juju Watkins. USC. I told Jay earlier the most excited to see USC versus Arizona State. You talking about the men? Talking about the men? Is USC still in it? Because I noticed Julian Reese, Juju Reese, Angel's brother, uh, his team got eliminated. WNBA Garbo. Oh, it's Garbo. Oh, have you watched it, Ben? Oh, Kansas State. Okay, yeah, Kansas State. Thank you. Yeah, man. Intro. If you haven't seen it, it's it took the air out of us. It took the air out of the basketball world, man. You have no freaking idea. It took the air out of us. We're devastated. We're still trying to wrap our brain around this. You know what I'm saying? And I had this awful feeling before we played this particular team that the way that they play physical, it's like it's one thing to play physical, but it's another thing to play recklessly physical. And I said to like you have no skills with it. Like I have this video I posted. Someone at the game had captured Kiki just barreled over for no reason. Like she made the move around the girl from Mississippi, and another girl, number 15, comes down the lane. Bow! And Kiki was just like knocked off her feet, and she wasn't over. She wasn't flopping or anything. It was like, oh, she probably was like, "Geez, Louise, what just happened?" And I seen that girl throwing her body around the whole time. And I was like, that was just uncalled for. Well, you just jump right on the girl's back, like out of nowhere. So if you can Google Juju Watkins, and if you can stand the bear to watch it, if you have no connection to her the way that we do, it's hard for me to watch it because I've seen her hurt herself. I've heard her, I've seen her cry. I've seen her grimace with ankle injuries, but I've never, since I watched her in high school, ever seen her hurt her knee. So what's up, RC? He said, lie, Mike. He said that he know he lying. See, stop fucking lying. He lying. Yeah. If you want to see it, but what you should stay to watch is how the team rallied together and just demolished that team. I mean, they came together and probably played one of their best games of the season with each other. It was outstanding basketball after that. Outstanding game. Like to the point where I'm not gonna lie. I knew Drew was gonna get out early grab some points, sit her down a lot. A lot of people were like, oh, she should have sat down, and but you don't know what we had in mind. The girl only played 5 minutes, already was getting assists. She wasn't looking to score and shoot like crazy. She was like looking to. They had a plan to get everybody involved. Like your first 2 rounds, you want to get your bench in, you want to get up a lead, on and on and on. And I knew that I said, oh yeah, she's gonna probably get some rest for the next game. It was hard for me digesting Cam's and Nika's ACL. Oh, Nika, when I saw Nika Mule in overseas, and the scream that she made was the same scream my college roommate made, that I'll never forget the day. The day that it happened, the scream she let out, the cries, and she called for me and everything. It was just like never. Oh, their recoveries are going actually phenomenal. They come back and play live their best. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm just, that's the thing. You got to stay positive. There's no reason why. Like Paige was really classy today. She was so sweet. She said she's reached out to Juju's. They've exchanged numbers. Um, she said she's locked in. They're locked in. She said anything Paige is that girl. You can't help but love Paige. You know what I'm saying? I love Paige Becker. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want them to win against us. I wanted Juju to D her up and score over her because I'm talking basketball. But Paige was my first homegirl. Like that was my girl. Like, and hey AB, my auntie Juju. But Paige said something so classy, so sweet. So she was the only one, and there's been a lot of people that I've heard, and I mean a lot of people, even people that that represent USC. I'll say no name. The sincerity in Paige's voice was real. She said she can reach out to me for anything, like call me, talk to me, vent to me, ask questions. And something that she said that I said is like, you're going to find out a lot about yourself. They took what Chelsea Grace said as a warning, like don't come back too soon, and like that's the first thing and meaningful thing. I was like, nah, that's it's like she wasn't meaning that in a bad way. She's just coming from a person who like suffered. I mean, her Jew is probably way worse than Juju's. Juju Laney Grant is in the game for UNC. They said she's only 16. That's odd. Aha! Not if she comes to school early. If she's only 16 and she finishes college at 20, let's say 17. Okay, if she finishes college early and she's eligible for the WNBA, then everybody says you got to be 22. But reality is, if you have your degree, I think you can go. I don't know if it's 22 and a degree. I think it's like one or the other. I love that they have. I love the love they have. Oh yeah, we love Juju. Like LA has like since when before Juju got there, probably had like 800 fans in the stands, and then it just increased and increased. And then when she got there, it took us a little time because that's how we are. It's like, oh, okay, well, what's up? What's Juju gonna do? We knew about her high school, but we didn't know that she alone can help a program go from the Sweet 16 to the Elite 8 with an all new team, other than Rhea. You know what I mean? Like, we have a lot of you gotta have a superstar in LA, and she's so unbothered. She's so nonchalant. She's so LA. She's just chill, But in high school, she talked a lot more. Like she was real wild. She was a kid, her and McKinley Randolph have a great relationship. You go back to see videos, you see her like playing around and being on social media. But when she became a brand and she's got a lot of responsibilities that are charged to her, when she's got a lot, responsibilities in terms of the deals and, records that she's setting, she became super locked in, but as far as like we built a mural for her, which we're still gonna keep it. Like we're still not gonna ever change how we feel about Juju. because she's brought so much joy and so much change to the USC program, to the point where people like they get in the portal want to play with her. Coach G already, to me, I mean, she's LA. She's totally LA, like for real. Like her style, like just the way she is, like she just LA. Like I can't explain it. It's like if you live in LA, you from LA, you get it. Um, and just the way she influences and inspires young people. I got a godson that through me, through learning about her, he just loved Juju Watkins and has touched her, felt her, took a photo with her. You can't tell him nothing. He got his jersey signed front and back, hung up on the wall, like he ain't playing. Hopefully the CBA will change at least 2 or 3 years in the WNBA. Well, the CBA can change and allow players to, leave early, but it's not going to be beneficial if we don't get this league, the infrastructure of the league to change and it to grow and to get bigger, and have enough roster seats. Like you don't want to do that too soon, but I'm not worried about it. Even if they change the rule, not everybody, it's not everybody um, that can go to the WNBA from college. It's not like you're going to lose a bunch of stars trying to go early for a number of reasons. And one of the reasons is the money. We try to get the money right so that when the Hannahs and the Jujus and the Malaysia Fuwalis and countless other sophomores that I enjoy will make the money that they need, that they deserve in their rookie years, like when they come in. So is she going to get drafted by those LA teams? We damn sure are going to try. But everybody's like, well, they got to be, Sparks is going to have to be at the bottom to get her. Man, I'm telling you something. We'll make whatever move we got to make. I'm telling you, AB, I'm going to tell you this. Honestly, people said like, oh, I don't think she'll be playing in LA. I have a friend that told me, they're not going to draft her to LA because, it don't work like that. How many players get drafted to I said, well, I don't know. Lisa Leslie started it. I'm trying to think where, Tina Thompson had wanted to come. She thought she wanted to come back. She was up until the last minute. In the first year, they were talking to her, and she ended up going to the Comets, which obviously became the right choice for her. We usually get a lot of Stanford kids drafted there, but I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. She gonna play for LA because it makes business sense. You're absolutely right. Like she's homegrown, native. Like I can, I almost want to put money. I don't know how it'll work out. I don't care how it's gonna work out. But Juju Watkins is gonna play for the Sparks. Get over it. God damn it, we're gonna have a statue for her at USC. We need to have a statue for her by the time she's done at the Spark. I mean, Crypto Arena. This game is low scoring struggle. It's a struggle. Well, what we see? Second quarter, 17-13. I told you, RC, stop worrying about. Look at that. Duke is not playing. They're not that Duke that you remember where they'd be like so defensive minded that they can't score. I think she put together, and when she comes in with Oluchi, this girl number 12 right here, 11-24, Jada McDaniels is in the class of Juju, by the way. Remember that name, Jada McDaniels. She's in that sophomore class that I rave about all the time. I love the class of 2028. I love the class of Silas Swords, Olsen Holloway. I don't know if Olsen's a freshman. Michaela Blake's. Like there's some goodies in that class of 28. Keomi Miller's in there. 2028 gonna be hot. This game is low scoring, right? It's always with these two teams. First game was awful. Second game was better. Yeah. I can see her in the Golden State. Think about it. They need a franchise player. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The WNBA evaluators, AB, I've seen talk about talk about Juju's future. They say she'll let's say when I'm talking about future, I'm talking about like playing 15 years, right? 20 years in the hold on, it's tripping again. There is experiencing some outages that might affect our stream. So let me remove it. And what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying, guys. Like Mike, Duke and UNC going to make it so easy for SC to roll right into the Final Four. I think that's where Kiki is going. I don't know. I was thinking of Kiki going there too. At first, I was saying Washington, but Washington Mystic got an opportunity to clean up in the draft. The way that they got so many picks, and they got. I would like to see Brittany Sykes playing with Juju. She's known Juju. Angel. She's known Angel since Angel was a little girl, and it's so crazy. I saw the photo of them when Angel was a little girl, and I think Angel was at her camp or something like that, or a camp she was at. It was funny. I got USC beating KSU too. And I heard it. I mean, I saw KSU played a tough, really great game against Kentucky, but they look slow against us. I just feel like we can do it. I feel like if they play their game and limit their turnovers, USC does, Trojans, and limit stay aggressive, stay offensive minded, stay attacking Kiki. Play your game. This is your chance. You came in as a senior. Juju wouldn't have mind being the star of the tournament because you're the senior. It's her team, but you're the senior. Like we just want to win. Like it happened to her before with Mackenzie Forbes being a senior, and when the defense collapsed and the scheme was to stop Juju Watkins, Mackenzie Forbes stepped up, and that's what I was going to look for. I was like, hey, step up. Teams are going to key on Juju. Juju knows now, like, don't have to force shots up between three people. You got people to dish off to. She was right there. They were right there with confidence and trusting one another. So whatever, it's better now because you don't know who to key in on, which are probably key on. Kiki had started to face doubles and stuff like that. So and Kiki can't come out of the lava. She can come out of the paint and open it up inside. There's so many things that we can do that Key can do and that USC can do. So I feel like Sundell is slow, and my little my little K9 and Malia too fast for her. Even Tebow, like her bully ball is beautiful. Like it's just exactly what we need. I feel like we can get past them. So of course, what would happen if I see us getting past them, and I pray that's what I am correct, and that we will face UConn. And I mean, can UConn get past Oklahoma? Let's assume UConn gets past Oklahoma. I think Gino will control the pace and put the game at his pace. We don't want him to control the pace. We don't want to control the pace. We want to speed them up. We want to speed UConn up. One of the things I saw Lindsey Gottlieb do that was because I was always worried about the executing in a half court sense once we can't get the transition bucket. I was like, damn, our half court games got to get better. And when I saw her over there conducting a symphony and calling the plays on the sideline, she was like a conductor. She was like, you, boom, boom. And then they would sit and they look over at her. Okay, here, I'm here. Okay, coach, boom. And it was like, go. And they went and they moved and they did whatever it is they do. And it was beautiful. And I was like, I started looking at Lindsay a little bit more on sideline. She was just, They looked, they said, okay, we got it, coach. Boom, 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 boom. Score. I was like, ooh, USC. So I think not allowing UConn to get into their also note that UConn likes to run. They like to run on a transition off your missed shot. Be aware of that. But we get down on we get back court. A lot of people don't get back in the proper spaces, and I hate their back door. They burn people on that back door. Page into the draft, she sure did. Are we shocked? Okay, RC, look like, are we shocked? she don't have no choice. Okay, so you have UConn off the three and attack the board and get physical. You got to run UConn off the three, yep, and attack the board and get physical. That's it. You got it. Now, I totally agree with you, AB. I totally agree with you. But some people don't have the personnel to do that. But hey, if that's the truth, why the number one team, I guess South Carolina has the number one defense. Why didn't they do it that game? What's your take on that? What happened with that breakdown? I kind of have a theory, a thought of what I think. Hey, oh, hey, Nippy. Everyone watches Women's Sports Nip. I got my shirt on. So, RC, what you talking about? It's 24-18. Look at Toby. Look. Oh, foul. See, when I want to play Toby too much, she don't seem that strong. Like, she just needed to do a hook shot on that. Hey, everybody say hey to Nip. She had one more year left of eligibility from injury. Oh, no, Paige. No. I wouldn't take another chance of getting hurt by these underskilled people. But you're gonna get, she gonna get toughened up going to the league. You gotta take some time, start lifting again. That's what I say. Start lifting again and get ready for the pros. Hold on. She gotta get strong. See, I don't know. I don't know. I think Paige is a little bit smarter to stay out of that interior too soon, but she aggressive. She gonna play some. You gonna see a different Paige this in a tournament because it's all or nothing. She didn't want to face. It was 2 times this year where she suffered some sprains, some knockdowns, and they sat her down because we trying to get her to the finals, and the old UConn heads are really trying to see this story finish for her, and I get it because if it was Juju, I'd be saying the same thing. Like everything that this girl has been through, I've been like, it's a story to see her win a championship, but she got to get through. More than likely UCLA and hey, what and maybe South Carolina. What upsets do you guys see today? I'll tell you mine. Nip. Who do you see potential upsets? I'm not saying we know the crystal ball, but who do you think could be a potential upset today that they need to look out? And I'll tell you mine. I can't wait to see what you guys got to say. Live mic, all you guys. RC, tell me in the chat. Any potential upsets do you think? Oh, they said no. Okay, they saying Ole Miss can beat UCLA. Ooh, y'all don't know. None of these teams. I'm telling you, none of these teams but us can stop that Lauren Betts stuff. But okay, but who you got? Okay, I hear what you're saying. They saying. What does Nippy say? Well, UConn supporting cast step up like KK. Who's the supporting cast? I'm not sure about that. NC State can beat LSU. Oh, they're ranked higher than LSU? Ooh. LSU is a type of team that should lose games, but they don't. Like this is where they want to be. This is where for me you gotta want it more. You're not supposed to win, but you gotta want it more than the other team. That's where we're at right now, and we're not even really at that spot. The 8 spot is where that really comes down to that. Just get into the Final Four, but with the parity in the league right now, for me, uh, Sweet 16 is even harder. Notice Notre Dame didn't get out of it last year. Okay, so I think Tennessee is going to give Texas hell. I don't want my alma mater to lose, but I smell an upset coming. Oh, what's your alma mater again? LSU? So North Carolina State is below LSU. Wow. Ole Miss has the defense can the offense get hot. I think they are going to muck that game up. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. They are going to muck. They're going to have. They're going to muck UCLA up so bad, and UCLA has a problem already with turnovers. They're going to muck it up so bad that's going to cause Ole Miss to get so many fouls, and cause UCLA to turn the ball over so much that they're just gonna UCLA is just gonna be like, forget it, here bets. And if I start seeing them do that and they're not hitting their outside shots, then I'm like, oh, don't go to that. Don't go to bets like that too soon. And then Janai Barker was gonna be a huge part of like being their disruptor. She's gonna be a big factor. Okay, so no upsets in the first 4 matchups. 2 and 3 isn't an upset, but I'm going NC State. Okay, Duke anyway, so no upsets for me. I'm hoping SC and UCLA both lose, though. Don't think they will. Right. Live Mike is crazy. Like you just want to turn this tournament all the way up, don't you? You want to turn it all the way up, and then what they gonna say now? Tennessee will give Texas hell. Hey, like Mike, look, Tennessee's gonna give Texas hell. TCU can beat Notre Dame. I don't know. Ani, if you get physical with Beth, she gonna back up. I don't know because Beth, yes, I see you like you're funny. I mean, that's gonna. Hey, did you know what? It will make some good YouTube content. it's gonna make the YouTube content or media. It's gonna be hella interesting if they were to lose in the Sweet 16. But I've had people say that about South Carolina. Just randoms say that they see it that it could happen. You know what I mean? Anything can happen on any given day. So I know they glad Juju Watkinson ain't playing, because I'm telling you, Juju with USC was going to the Final Four. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care. I have that dream in my head. I don't care what anybody says. And the matchup was going to be, I told you from the beginning of the year, we have to face them UCLA 4 times. I was like, oh my gosh, we got to see them again. That's how I pictured it. I felt like, here we go. And then this is what Juju makes another mark in history. Betts be getting away with elbowing. Oh, yeah, the elbow hook. Yeah, she does. And the grab behind in the 3 seconds. In my opinion, Betts is overrated. She's okay. I know, but sometimes when I see these bright spots with her that, you got to understand, it's just that she's 6'7", and she's playing against teams in her bracket that have no height. Now, Ole Miss got some height. I would, if they were to get past Ole Miss and LSU gets past North Carolina State, if I was Kim Mulkey, and I wouldn't care if Del Rosario fouled out, you got to put a body. You got to keep putting Samaya and Del Rosario on her. Just keep doing it. Give Desi Wolfenberger some time too, for length. So that she can't pass out over her. You know what I'm saying? But just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. And Flage come help side. You can stop going that way. Lauren's gonna have it easy for the next year because 12 is gonna be out. She can breathe easy now. Shit, tell me about it. But I'm banking. I can't wait to see what Lindsay Gottlieb puts together because I think she's a mad genius. And UCLA is going to be a powerhouse next year. They're still going to have the same players pretty much. And if they don't get it this year, you damn sure going to be trying next year. She's gonna figure. Corey gonna lose sleep all year long trying to figure it out. But what she better not do is what she did this year was start, kind of peak too early. But I'm telling you, we were the best matchup. We were the best hella matchup for them, and they're gonna, without the Reyes and Keekers and Clarice, then we're gonna have to figure out like just how to dominate. Like, well, Tamia won't be there. Janai don't know if she's leaving. Like UCLA is gonna be the team. I got LSU over UCLA. Okay, today is gonna be so interesting because there's so many interesting takes of what can happen. Even people got to realize, man, and I'm saying this from watching my team play Maryland, and we played them at home, and Kitty and Juju fouled out. We was like, and then one of their McDaniels fouled out, and they don't have McDaniels at all. Man, they gave us hell. I was like, oh Lord. And it's crazy, and I have hope for Juju because looking at Sellers play with that big brace and still be as strong as she is, and still be as skillful. I feel like I pray that her knee can hold up to the rest of this tournament. I really do, for Sellers' sake, because she's taking a chance, on her draft stop. But I just don't want to see any more injuries with the girls. Auntie, y'all are going to be dangerous next year. Plus, the transfer portal is open. Tell me about it. I believe we're gonna still be dangerous, even if we, because look, if UCLA wins the regular season title, then we're gonna win the Big Ten. Like, we're not gonna go through what we went through again. We see how important the Big Ten is to championship and how it seeds you overall and all that. We're not gonna make that same mistake. We need some trees. Lindsay got a prioritize finding bigs. She will. Yeah, I know. I like crazy Cheyenne Sellers too. I really do. I like Cheyenne Sellers, man. She is. I had her. I did a mock draft, AB, and like before the season started, and I had Sellers, and they were looking at me crazy, like, "Who's that?" I said, "You don't know who Cheyenne Sellers is? She played with Don Miller and Angel Reese. She's like a 4-year starter. Like she don't have like a shifty like skill set like a Juju or something like that. But who does?" But I was like. Cheyenne, I was like, she's something else. She is crazy. She is tough. She guarded Juju like she was giving Juju hell. You know what I'm saying? I was like, she was like all over the place. She tough. And then she just creates her own shots. She did some shots. I was like, what? Did she just make that? I don't even know what to kind of call her on offense, but and Sellers can play different positions. I've watched her 2 or 4 years, like being 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, she crazy. I like her. And she tough. She tough. And then they got Smeckle in there. They got Tabuchi. I hope that's how you say her name. Like, they're good. And that Maryland-Alabama game was one of the best. And Kentucky-Kansas game were, but mostly like Maryland-Alabama game, man. It should have went into 3 overtime. And that, I think, is gonna. They've got a chance. Luckily, they've got a chance to get like 5 days rest. But with travel, just in the time, get the lactic acid out of your legs. I was just like, how will they be? But it can work. It can be good because you got to test yourself, and your whole team went to another level with a battle. But sometimes you can come back and you're flat after a game like that against Alabama. But I got Sarah Ashley Barker. Like, I'm like, oh, this is what you can do. I'm definitely the way she played in that game, Alabama, Sarah Ashley Barker scoring 43 points. And the variety of ways that she was doing it, I was like, oh, yeah, she can play in the pro. She can play in the pros. She definitely can play in the pros. Those freshmen are young dogs. Oh, man, they're growing into young dogs. You should, yeah, I'm telling you, I love my freshmen. Those freshmen were fiveys. I mean, they were McDonald's All American. I knew the freshmen were good. I knew we had the best class of freshmen. Like I know what they could do. So that didn't surprise me when Drew walked off, and I don't really think they knew to the extent I know they didn't know the level of what just happened was going to be this, but they definitely wanted to step up and couldn't wait to see Juju again and tell her, we did it, you okay? Like, we got this. We'll carry you until you get, what do you need? Whatever. Like, I think, and Kiki just waits for those moments. But Kiki understands, like, Kiki, and I've seen her try to do it. She was calling for the ball a lot of times, but it wasn't not Ju passing it. They just deferred to each other. And it was like Kiki has always been. I started to see her really start to really want the ball, really want to do things. But sometimes it was like, Kiki, you just did a turnaround air ball. Like, dude, that's not gonna work. But this time she was like, and people were like, well, they're forcing her to be a post. I don't give a damn what you think we're forcing her to do. If she want to play pro, then she got to learn how to play inside and out. Period. Like, as quick as she is, you're gonna get open. And you're going to catch the ball at the nail. You're going to catch the ball at the post. It don't matter in the pros. You got to put that shit up. Like, stop blaming the coach like that. Or you shouldn't have played Juju this way. She had been limping. Man, everybody's limping. Everybody's banged up. Ju said herself. But the coach doesn't play over the instructions of a trainer. Juju's father was a coach. Her coach her whole life. You don't think that they talk? You don't think that, hey, dude, what did the trainer say? Oh, let me talk to the trainer. Or what do you feel? Do you want to play? And Jules was like, nobody cares. Like, I'm going to play. Like, you feel me? I knew she was going to be, because I know those little nagging injuries, like, dang it hit my thumb again. Like, or I got to shake this pain out, or it hurt. I have this bad toe that I didn't find out till I was way out of college, all done, that I had broke. The man was like, you might have gout. And I said, what do you mean? He x-rayed my big toe. Now, mind you, I became an All-American on this bad toe and everything. And he goes, I x-rayed the toe and showed me that half the toe had been broken off years ago and dissolved into my foot. And I had to go back in my memory to the day I kicked the ball at the last second, and I stubbed my toe on the ball in third grade and never told anybody. Just kept limping through it. Come to find out, I think I broke my toe that day and didn't know it. Right, Miles was limping a lot. Prayers they're all banged up. Miles was banged up. Look at her. She's on her way to decide to go to the league or not. Look at Sellers. You know what I'm saying? And you're talking about Juju Watkins, who's arguably probably has a high pain tolerance that's out of this world. And as long as no swelling happens on those ankles, she can. When I did my third-degree sprain, I went, whoa, I went and rolled like that. But then the blood and everything got so bad, it was all on the bottom of my foot. Like, I couldn't put the foot down. My brain wouldn't even let me put the foot down. I was trying. I wanted to walk off, but my brain, every time my foot got near the ground, it was like, take it up. It was weird. It was like it knew don't put. I touched it, and it was numb. I couldn't feel anything. I couldn't really walk. And it's like, it wasn't that it hurt. It was just that my brain shut that area off, and it was like it was not allowing me to walk. I think she will, Nippy. Hopefully, Silva Latson, I'll take Big Merkel. Ooh, Merkel, she can't even run. Once Kiki decides to lock in, she's a dog. You should tell me about it. Shit. That Nigerian passion starts to come out. Those like Shanae and NECA, and a few other Nigerians in the league, Enrique, all of them, they some dogs, man, when it comes to hoops. And then the biggest thing is, we don't know the extent. like, because we haven't heard anything. We don't know of the extent of the inside of the damage in there, and meaning like it could be. Some people come back as early as 6 months. Some people 9, 12. And even if she does come back in 9, it doesn't mean that we got to throw her out there for 39 minutes or something like that. I was gonna say it too, Nippy. I just want to. I'm glad you said it live to live Mike because I'm like Merkel. Merkel gonna have to get into Coach D, the trainer's conditioning shape to run with us. She's a sweetie though, and she's big. I think I see where live Mike coming from though. Oh gosh, she twisted her ankle. See, she already had a bum ankle right there. She already had a bum ankle. She already had a bum ankle. See how they test you? They doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes that you look to push up against her. Like they test you. That's what they be doing. Like when they take you to the back, they got to do all of that before she can come back. And from when she doesn't need to come back next season, I would rather her stay out. Right. Man, leave Big Gracie alone. 16 and 10, shooting 58%, 6'6". She could, like she can be like a big C. Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. A big if she her and Sarah Williams, yeah. I got you like Mike. But Big C run faster. I think she run faster than Merkel does. But yeah, having that big body, because we're thinking about I'm thinking where Live Mike is going is like uh I would yeah, she's way faster. Yes. But the body on Betts, because Betts doesn't sprint down ahead of our guards. Like I can't wait. You like Mike, just wait till Ken Dog and then come back. And they know they don't have Juju on the floor. Wait till my freshman. Wait till my freshman become sophomores. And Jazzy Davidson. Watch. Just to battle Betts. It's like we do. And Clarice does other things too. I love me some Clarice. Uncle Waffle. Like even before you guys really got to know her, like she been with Ray the whole time. Like she's from LA. Like I love me some Clarice. I love just her spirit, her joyfulness, her just how they all get along. I don't want her to come back too early. Only able to give half of herself or risk re-injury. I would much rather see her return better than ever and dominate. I can wait. I can wait. God damn it. Get that out. She can sit out the whole season. I know when she comes back to Galen Center, I want to be there, and I want to be there to like be a part of this. I want her to know from the crowd how much we love her. Like, where you see Cody? I don't know. Somebody of Southern Cal. I don't know. I think he was just a. I don't think he was related to Southern Cal, but he was a fan of Southern Cal. And he had posted Cody with a question mark. Cody's demeanor and personality, I just don't see that fitting with our girls. I hate to say that. It just, you know, everybody's like, she's drama, she's this. I was like, I'm not trying to put her out there like that, but you know, she got that dog in her and all that. Maybe we need that. Um, but the way she kind of just like, I don't know. I don't know if I see her with those girls. That wait will be long, hard, but I think it will be worth it. It's going to be a big event when she returns. Oh, but you got to believe it. I just don't want to face Notre Dame and UConn and the big game between South Carolina. Like, this irritates me to see South Carolina possibly win against us. Like, but it would be a hell of a joy to watch us still win. What kind of like you know. I want that battle that to reschedule. I already put my money down on that bad boy. Some people are already requesting refunds because Juju is the main draw. Man, don't say that. God damn. That's cold. I mean, I get it, but damn, I know. On my charge, the game, that to the game, no refund. Man. And I spent a grip because I paid for 3 tickets. So, man, that draw, you guys, we was ready, man. We was so ready. Even though I don't even know who's going to replace like Kiki and all that, I was like, okay, I don't care. I'm ready to go to battle regardless. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm ready to go to battle. But it's just the complexity of it is going to look, you wanted to see what, because Juju's transcendent. And the bigger the moment, the bigger she's going to perform. And she knows this her city. She don't play about her city. You don't come to her city and try to embarrass her in her city. She was heated again with the Notre Dame game, as much as you guys don't know. But she knew early on, like they were just coming together in their chemistry, and it would have been the same next year. However, it would have been a much better because she would have had to have been playing with them a lot longer. Um, but I know how much people want to play with her, and I know what we can grab out the portal. That's why she'll be pushed back. Even if she comes back, they'll play. If they play in South Carolina, then play the rescheduled game her senior year at the Crypto. Don ain't gonna go for that because that plays in her favor. You know, and it's gonna be crazy. Her going to you might even face them down the road. You know, again, her senior year when she does go to Carolina. Then we may see them in the finals together. Those two teams. Um, by that time, everybody's older, more recruits are coming, so on and so forth, and they're losing people. Um, and the people that they're getting back, I don't feel like they're better than what we're gonna have. So, you know, man, really, you gonna come here and play us when we got Juju? And I gotta hear that. I gotta hear that bullshit. Come on now. I just gotta suck it up. I gotta charge it to the game. Or just swap, play in South Carolina this year and LA next year. Mm. Nah, they trying to come here and get our California kids. Give those California kids that are trying to make a decision what university to go to. It's time for when Dawn comes. She likes to go around and go see high school games and start recruiting and plucking out of our backyard. And those kids get to come and um, watch the game and decide which SC they want to go to, and you know, things like that. But you know, if she sits out next season, I only see her playing one more year. I don't think she'd redshirt and then play 2 more seasons, because then she's missed her chance to be the 28 Olympics team in LA. Why would she miss playing in it? You think she has to be a pro in order to make the? Juju's on that 2018. I'll tell you right now. That crap is in LA. Ain't no way she not on the Olympic team. Ain't no way. All them pros love her. Ain't no way Juju not gonna be on that Olympic team in LA. Hell no. No. It's her city. I'm just saying. Yeah, and people are literally saying she's gonna be a better player. Even Paige has said it as a result, because they give you these bionic knees. Yeah, she has pro. No, she don't have to be a pro. My Mike, you don't have to be a pro to make the team. You know that. You know that. In 1984, Cheryl was still in college. So were the twins. I think they were seniors. Cheryl was, look, 1984 I was there. Like, I was 19. I was focused on track though, because my little sister, she was in the trials. I mean, she was in the 400-meter hurdles at the time. Candace was a rookie. She, yeah, you can play. You can play. You can play in college. Rebecca, she didn't get time, but she ain't Juju Watkins. I know it's a sore subject, maybe too soon, but the style of play Juju often had me gasping like, "Please be careful." Oh, if you go back and watch the tape, I was already screaming before it happened, because she took off. It's 2 times I had noticed in the game. That was the second time, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, she's going extremely fast." She's going. I saw it. I said, "Oh God!" And I knew this team was clumsy. And you heard me telling you guys this, and I mean clumsy. And everybody's like, "What does?" So my friends were like, "What did you mean by clumsy?" You know what I mean? Goofy clumsy. I got a clip where I wish I could show it to you. It's like goofy clumsy, like knocked Kiki all off. Her feet fell on her, came out of nowhere trying to jump up before Kiki even got the ball out of her hands down low. I was just like, why did you even jump to try to block that? Candace, Diana, Brianna, Sylvia are all rookies. Yeah, there you go, man. I don't do Juju sitting out. I think Juju can come back. And people, and y'all, don't judge her. If she comes back, we're gonna play her limited minutes. If she comes back in January, February, or March, don't judge her. Don't judge her for that. Just just know that they have they have tested her. They feel she's ready to go. She wants to go. Um, she probably has to kind of like Paige did. Like Paige wasn't super aggressive. Some of the moves that she was gonna do probably won't do. You know, so on and so forth. You know, shoot more from the outside. Maybe she'll become a better. This could work in her behalf, because it'll force her to shoot from the outside and to develop that outside shot like never before. And that's the little piece of her game that I wanted her to get really consistent on with was the jumper. Yeah, I think her jumper AB. Yeah, you got it. Her jumper's going to be even better, and that's the piece that I wanted to see. I wanted to see it anyway as it progressed. I know the potential of it when she made 9 of 11. When the game slows down for when she's able to, the game started to slow down for her, but it slowed down on a lower level team. But when it slows down to her on a higher level team, you know, she's too smart. She's gonna set out. All the other athletes said the same thing. Take it slow and don't rush back. I wouldn't encourage. Like I said, we don't know how serious it is. We don't know. But it was so late in the season. You know, the timing of it is of a full 12 months would lead you up to March to March, and work on whatever all summer, and then come back, whatever. That's what you want her to do, then. That's what you want her to do. 34-27. Okay, so Duke is ahead, RC. 3 minutes left into the third. What is North Carolina going to do? What can they do differently besides putting a ball in the basket to pull into? Well, they got Donovan in 3 foul. She got 3 fouls, 0 points. Jade Donovan. That would honestly enrage me if people try to push her to come. I don't think nobody's going to push her to come back. You just said everybody is saying that they want her to stay out. She will listen to her body. She'll pace herself. She'll have patience, and she will make the right decision. But if the right decision is what you think, that's where we got to leave her alone and leave that negative energy out of the air. If she doesn't feel like if the trainer's family, her body is not ready, she's not going to want to go. She's not going to go. I don't know, y'all. They said Caitlin was a lock, but she missed USA training camp playing in a tournament that didn't add her. I just wouldn't even leave it a chance. Whole different system now. Yeah, but I think the players she didn't even play that year at all. Caitlin didn't even play with them. She's never even worked with Cheryl Reeves. That was a problem for me. Juju will be unleashed in her senior year. And that senior year could actually be her junior year, technically. And if she wanted to leave like Candace did, because Candace redshirted her freshman year, she can leave in 2027, which would be technically basketball-wise her junior year. But no, basically, I'll say basically, but technically it would be her senior year. Still be in that 2027 job. And it all depends on how she looks, because they're gonna be pushing the Hannah narrative. Like Hannah should be number one. Juju got a tour at ACL, woo 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 woo. It's like we're gonna keep throwing that in her face. Yes, because we do it with Paige. Look at Paige. Paige is number one draft, and every day I'm just shaking my head like she injury prone. I don't know. Like her body don't convince me, but there's no one else that I can see being in that spot. Because she played hell of intelligent with don't throw that up, Toby. She played very intelligent and knew her limitations and knew her strengths with it, with that whole thing. But I know she's gonna be in tremendous physical shape when she come back. Listen, if Kyrie is living in LA, and I hope he is, I think he is, and they're both getting work down at the USC medical center down there, the orthopedic center down on State Street, and they work together, this could be a story written in like behind the scenes that we will see later, and they start filming them. What they two of them go through, and the mindset that Kyrie has, that she already has worked with Kyrie, loves Kyrie, always compliments that those are the handles that she needs and that she wants. If those two rehab together, we might see a beast come out of this. But the Olympics being in LA, I don't see them putting her on the team. She's the queen of LA. It would be idiotic to not put her on the team. I also trust Rich Paul to make it. I trust it too. Whether she plays or not, a lot, just her presence, we want to see whatever minutes they give her. And the next Olympics, she'll be in that, wherever that might be. She's just the face of basketball, that good. Like people, she's won the hearts. Let's just put it that way. She's won the hearts of viewership. Now, if there's another kid to come from high school that's coming, like you got a lot of kids coming, but I don't think they have I don't think a lot of people know that name like you knew Juju Watkins. Special K, Candace is going to make sure that she's on the. I hope Kalina Smith grows a little taller. Personally, she's only a sophomore. She's a people's princess. We love her. She's got the look. She's got. She's come on, SB. What did she win in the SB award? Like, come on now. Same way Paige is like people love Paige Beckers. Paige ain't the Paige that I saw about her freshman year, but I still think she cold. You know what I'm saying? She still got it. She still got a bag. What's the score? Yeah, what's this? I need to learn her name. What's the girl with the ponytail on? Um, can't never see their jerseys. Kojabi commercial. I got a Kojabi commercial for principal. Everybody vote today. Go vote for Naismith Trophy winner, coaches of the year, player of the year, and defensive player of the year. Make sure you vote. Juju is where Jazz. Juju, where's Jazzy from? She's from Oregon. This just like Mike. I saw your. I saw like if you guys haven't seen Live Mike's video on his channel discussing the portal. Check it out. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think we should still. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of air was let out of the tournament for. I mean, the diehard, some diehard, Juju fans. But I think it's worthy to continue to watch it. I think you know you can promote who you think are the people to watch. But for me, the tournament has always been about like the unsung heroes that come out of the tournament. Like you might see somebody or see something that just might surprise you. I feel like more top recruits should want to go to USC, UCLA, California, and Stanford, where the weather is good and cold. There's much to do. I'm telling you. I will tell you. Yeah, but I think like Mike mentioned something earlier about the Valks and stuff like that, and franchise being a top. She's a franchise player. I believe she'll still be a franchise player. Somebody that, and being a franchise player is really hard because, you know, you got to wait. You got to start. You got to start with the bottom team and carry the team. You're not gonna win right out the gate, and if you can weather that, and I mean, she has a habit of coming to something and turning it around. If you can weather that for a few years, uh, you may get lucky, like Caitlin did. Caitlin came, and they were probably what the sixth best team. I felt like they could have ended up fifth. I think that if people, then you can restructure that team like she's done, and until we see next year how that worked for her, they may be able to put it together sooner. I watched Cheryl Reeves take Minnesota Lynx. She got like it seemed like she got the number one draft pick for like 4 years in a row, like from Simone Gustis all the way through, and she just kept at it to boom to get Maya Moore, and she put some vets around her, Taj McCall Franklin, Rebecca Brunson, um, and they just came and they just started winning every other year. But sometimes there's so much to get into. Some players might get distracted with the LA sunshine. Just to make it distracted. Last client canceled, so I'm all in. Okay, do it. I remember that when my clients were canceled. It's like, okay, I'm here now. I'm done. I'm ready to lock in. Okay, 37-32. RC, North Carolina, is making a move. Duke, you is not beating nobody in the Elite Eight with low budget offense. Step it up. Talk about that. I'll be feeling like that too. I'll be like, goodness gracious. Put some oomph into your offense. I don't think that Carr is going to go after an offensive specialist that doesn't have defensive qualities. Dude, this is 1960 game, 37-32. Yeah, back in the day. Oh, I hated it. I love defense, but Pat Hill Summit never used to make the score like that. I used to be like, I can't. But I was done playing. I was like, I hated 90s basketball. I was like, ugh. Juju on that beat. Juju on that beat. Juju. That's me. What up, Woody? What up, Miss D? Did you ever play anyone who had you afraid? Afraid? And my whole life? Afraid for me would be like someone that paralyzed me where I couldn't perform. No, not anyone that's ever made me like a healthy afraid, but not a like an afraid where I couldn't. I'm trying to think. I feel like I've had a numbness in my body where it's like snap out of it. Like that's why I think I did in track where I like had to hit myself, slap my legs, and kind of wake me up. Like yeah, I have. And I don't remember who it was, but I had to like hit my legs and hit myself because I went numb. Like that's that. So it wasn't my mind. It was like purposely wanted to be afraid of the competition. It's just like it did have. I was afraid, and so like I had to like snap myself out of it, and it wasn't working. So I just ran with it, and it worked. And I won. So it was like, oh, where'd that come from? I was just like, I just had to snap myself like out of it, like hit myself because I couldn't feel it. I was going numb, and I had to just start hitting myself, so I could feel something, and then use it, the adrenaline to propel me. Because frankly, if you're not a nervous or have any fear at all, you really can't compete. Like if I'm too relaxed, I play terrible. I don't do well. Like running, basketball wise, have I ever been afraid? I can't remember being afraid of anybody like that. Because again, I have to snap myself like into like, well, I just got to do my best. Like I kind of know that we're gonna lose. Like I knew that. Either Duke's defense is the lock and key of all defenses, or UNC's offense is pathetic and putrid. It's 41-32. I mean, they are in the game. 9 points in fourth quarter. That's nothing. We can knock 9 points down. You know how you guys talks about MJ, Michael Jordan. What they say about Michael Jordan? Sometimes I'd be like in the game. Oh, like Latson. What do I feel about Latson coming to USC Trojans? What I like about Latson is that she does play defense, and she is a scoring maker, and I think she had to do so much for Florida. We wouldn't need her to just. I need her to play within the offense, and if she's a bucket at any time and can get us that bucket, do that, do that. What up, Kayla? If they still had Deja Kelly, they might win this game. Oh, I think some people might doubt you on that, but I don't know. What's up, Kayla? Is Duke still up by 9? I wouldn't mind if Latson would be happy. She's cool. She's good friends with Juju. They've known each other since they were 12 years old. She said 7th grade. Juju's still going to be she's still going to be around the team. She's going to be right there. I think the hardest thing for Juju would be that I know the hardest thing would to the hardest thing for her, unless she really locks in and can be a leader from the inside, um, is that she is sitting watching a game. I don't. Psychologically, she's got to get ready to sit. You want her to sit a whole year from the bench. Like, I just can't imagine her sitting there and the camera's always catching every expression, everything she does. Like, what type of, like, I remember when Kennedy was on the bench. There were times when in the beginning, she was looking really like sad. Then as when I started to see her lean in and start really talking more and just really like watching the game, looking like it would be different if I was out there. I could feel her thoughts. And sure enough, when she popped up in UConn, I was like, oh my God, you're here. Because I had a friend on the inside to see some practice. Said, oh, she's been practicing. They're just making sure that she's ready to go. And that's what they will do with you. They're going to make sure, like, we're not about to put you out here too soon. Everyone is given a throwing USC a bunch of portal guards in their mind because Juju's unfortunate exit. Yeah, and then I think a lot of people that feel like they can give them good minutes, especially seniors, would love to fill her shoes, and might rightfully so, might be a good fit. They were afraid of MJ. Try not to wake him. Oh yeah, you gotta try not. You had to try. Don't make him mad. I like Avery Howell, unless Silas Swords is leaving. I don't know what guards I want USC to get out of Portal. I mean, Jada might suffice. Yeah, Jada's good. I love Jada's defense. She plays it properly, and I love her enthusiasm. And I just don't want Jada taking any of the yards that I have spot. So, Juju's spot is open. I like Avery Howell to play more. She already does play more. She just needs to shoot more. She needs to up her volume because she's got a good percentage. She's a good percentage, but she doesn't take enough. She wasn't looking for a shot, but she started to look for it when she was on the floor with you. (41-32), still a 9-point difference. North Carolina got to start getting some stops and put some points on the board. I'm with you, RC. These kind of games just be like, they take forever. Oh, God, I couldn't even get it. See, they need those threes. It's not bad to take the threes. You just got to, don't rush them. Stop, plant, get up, take a normal shot like you're at a shoot around. It's different trying to watch this game right now. It's gonna pick up. It's gonna pick up. They got them going first. We got an exciting one up next, right? Who we got up next? Maryland, South Carolina. We gonna pick it up. I think y'all point guard can score. Yes, absolutely. Look, we got a squad, you guys. We really do. But that leadership of people like Rhea and Kiki, I'm gonna miss. Damn, she shot that three like it was nothing. Duke feeling themselves. Because I got Duke in South Carolina playing. So, South Carolina, baby. South Carolina up next, okay? They probably can't wait to go. They're so excited to go for a second championship. I know. I don't think they think anybody could stop them from it. And that's the kind of confidence you got to have. You went outside for 45 minutes and came back for the start of fourth quarter. Just look at it. Oh, USC on the they still at 32. But what does that say? They're still at 32. So what does that say about Duke? You ain't pulled away either. Like if this was USC, we would have pulled away. Like we'll keep you at what you were in the second half, at halftime. But then we would have pulled away, and I don't like that Duke can't go and pull away. If you know what I mean. Does that make sense? You guys, what I'm saying? Like pull away. I had South Carolina from the jump, Auntie. You did? I didn't. Not from the. Oh, as soon as I saw. Well, what do you mean from the jump? From the jump of the tournament? Man, for a long time in the beginning of the season, until my team started to round out, I was like, I saw UCLA and South Carolina. But in the beginning of the season, from the very beginning of the season, I said USC against South Carolina, and then you know Juju goes down, so I'm like, oh well, back to UCLA playing South Carolina. Can't wait for the North Carolina LSU. But LSU gonna make it. It ain't gonna make it easy. But they gotta get past North Carolina State. If North Carolina State play their kind of game that they can play, it's gonna be cray. UCLA and UConn are both favorites to run into SC. SC would love to see UCLA. Like if I had Juju, I didn't care. I want to run into them with Juju, UConn and UCLA. I really wanted to run into them. Because I knew that kid was like, oh, you're in the way of me going to the Final Four or the championship? Oh, hold my bag. UCLA, UConn are both the favorites to run into SC. Would love to. Yeah, I can see that. Would love to see UCLA, UConn too. It's going to be a scary matchup because SC don't play about no revenge. They just do not. Right. Man, USC can surprise people. Look, my team looked like grown women out there. Their offense was so dynamically executed, and we had the size, we had the shoot. The girls was not scared. Like they were playing a real rough physical team that could just for no reason beat on you and take you out. They got the shot out before somebody ran into them. It was crazy. Did you get your ticket? Yeah, I got my tickets. I did. I have my tickets. And me and Nippy was just talking about that. Like, Nippy's like, change the goddamn game to play, like, reschedule that mug. I'm so mad. I got to play Notre Dame, UConn, and South Carolina without Juju. You don't know how, like, I can't stand watching them. Hannah beat up on her. I don't know who Hannah going to have next year, so I'm not even going to do that. I just need to wait to how we line up with our stuff. I'm not going to count us out because I don't want to lose to none of them at all. Juju or no Juju, I don't want to lose to none of them in preseason. Y'all would have to beat their ass in the fourth matchup and still might. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, when I was on Set Sports, it was like, I said, I might have to see them 3 to 4 times. I told her, I was like, she's like, really? I said, I know I'm going to face them 3 times at the most. But I was like, I got to see these fools like 4 times. That's why I was mad about being in Spokane. I said, that's the stupidest thing ever. That happened to me at college where it's like, I got to play the number 1 team in the nation who's won the championship every year. I got to play Cal Poly Pomona again. I get to the Sweet 16. I'm like, why are we facing them so early? You couldn't send, it's so cheap. Like, you couldn't send them away. Like, why are we facing them? We were hosting it. It was the stupidest. It was like the 4th game of the year. I was like, I can't stand this. And of course, they won. And then they eventually won the whole thing. I was like, why do we have to play them again? At least let us get to the Final Four or something. Let's play devil's advocate. Is there a road or a path where UCLA and USC can still be in the Final Four? Yeah, we got to get past UConn. If UConn, since you guys have UConn, just speculating that UConn will get past Oklahoma and we get past Kansas State, then we got to get past UConn And assuming UCLA gets past Ole Miss and LSU, then I gotta face them again. But at least we got to the Final Four. That's my belief. Look, the main thing is the main thing. According to Kiki, the main thing is the main thing. According to this team, they don't see anything. And according to Coach Gottlieb, she's been to the Final Four before Dawn has ever been to the as a team, as a coach. She's been there in 2013. It's not like she's a stranger. She's been to the Final Four before Corey Close has been there. Live Mike, I don't know if you're still here. I already mentioned her, but what do you think about Gianna Nipkin's good transfer? Gianna Nipkins, oh yeah. What would she be? Nipkins would be like a wing. I need a power forward. Nippy, I know you didn't ask me, but I need a power forward and I need a shooting guard now. I mean, if Tanai is willing to be a shooting guard, I have my point guards. Because we can move everybody around. I still need Sarah Williams. I really wanted Sarah Williams to help out, to help Juju a lot. Because, as tall as Ju is, you can always make her a wing. You don't have to have her as a shooting guard. She's still a guard, but you slide her down there. She could post. I mean, just there's so much you can do with it. I'm still thinking now. Biv Akawachu. We don't know what Laura Williams is about. They're gonna bang. We're gonna have some bigs that are gonna bang, but they gotta get coordinated. They gotta get into the groove of this game. We got some people that we're gonna be switching in and out with whoever we like. We need an older, vet. Come on now, I would still be sick if we didn't win that little big conference championship game. If y'all beat us 3 times. I like Oklahoma. I'm just not impressed. All right. Nippy Elizabeth, I love Gianna and them kids. I'm ready for her to go pro. Is she in the portal? Y'all need 4 and 5 and a point guard. No, I don't want to. No, I got point guard. My point guards will get better. I think she should be a shooting guard. I'm still prioritizing 2 post players, but Gianna is the best 3-point shooter in college. Oh, really? How could you? I know Avery's going to be a good shooter too. Avery's going to get better. I mean, she's good. She just needs to take them more. But I think I like the height on Neekins. But see, the thing is, you bring people over to our style of play. Doesn't necessarily mean they're going to translate, because you got to learn how to play a pro style offense. You got to learn. You got to learn it quick. So that's why the players that we have are going to be valuable. So don't start ignoring them, because it takes time to learn that style. Oklahoma fandom starts this upcoming women's college basketball season with Aaliyah Chavez. Yeah, she entered today. She declared the draft. I don't know why people were surprised. They're like, "What's the big news about Paige?" Okay, I guess you got to talk about it. Let me not even say that. So K9 will be your point guard next year. K9. Yeah, she could. Yeah, I still want Malia, and I still like. Yeah. K9. I heard Nipsey. I heard Coach G talk about working with her on the second line of defense once she gets by them, what to do. And her and Drew were like road roommates and stuff, and she was really starting to learn a lot from. She's a real, she was learning a lot from the seniors and stuff. That I think her confidence will be there, and I think just watch her in a tournament, and we'll see. Because Gianna was rumored to be second round pick in the draft. Oh, she's gonna be leaving Nickens, but the silver lining is maybe Gianna Nickens can pick a higher recognition program than Utah and improve her WNBA stock even higher if she stays. I imagine that's what he's saying. Positionless basketball is a legit option. You can go 3 guards. Absolutely. And Coach G's she's would be willing to do that, and she did it. She does it. 4 guards on the floor with our wings and so on and so forth. Our height is so be there 1 year. So yeah, I mean you can look at it, but you can also ask Avery to pull it. Like, hey man, let me quit like tripping on Avery Howe. Avery Howe's is the business. She really is. She's gonna work as hard as she needs to grow. She's just a freshman and she got some big shots for us. And see, and that's what motivates me to continue to follow them, watch them, get my season tickets because we still gonna go crazy for them because we want to see Jude. Want to see her on the bench. We're gonna want to see her. Kids are still gonna want to see her. Those kids that were crying at the game, they're gonna want to see her that she's okay. You know what I'm saying? They need that for their core memory. They need to know that their Juju is okay. That she means that much to those kids. They need their core memory like erased um, to see her cry, to see her scream, and just and really she did really well because she didn't just keep crying. At one point she stretched all the way out and just relaxed her body so that and I know what she was doing because it's like you got to just relax your body when it's in full on pain, and she was able to do that. I'm not tripping on Avery. She's really good. I was just thinking of a senior guard who can be more efficient while she's developing, but Avery's growing into a sharpshooter. Coach G is going to get 2 or 3 players. I feel like she is nippy. I don't know how Coach G be doing it, but they like her. And Kennedy, oh, by the way, Nip, Kennedy actually joined in the chat on ESPNW and was like telling people like, don't, defending her coach, defending them. And so she was like, I know you're just trolling. That's why I'm gonna get off this internet right now. Like she was sick of it. I love how Coach Don FaceTime. I don't think that was her face talking to Juju. But she was like, yes, ma'am. I don't know if that was Juju. They said there's no I don't know that Don would have done that without the permission of her to post anything like that, without the permission of her family. Or even that she would speak before her family does. Yeah, that wasn't Juju. She don't even Duke is in that thing. Okay, Duke is in like we thought. Okay, mark your boards. There's my Aluche. There's number 5. That's the girl I want you to watch out for. She ain't no joke. She's super athletic. Yeah, that ain't her. That ain't no Juju. I don't think I got that much pull. I told you Tina Thompson like my post when I was like their South Carolinians were bragging about having Lisa Leslie help them. I said, good. You can use that from the Hall of Fame or the standard of centers. And then I said, because we got Cheryl Miller and Tina Thompson, and then Tina Thompson liked what I said. Don't play with me. I try to tell these people I can't say her name to save my life. I always hear her say Aluchi, but then it was like then it had a little into it one day when I heard somebody else say it. So I was like, let me try to. I can't hear them talk right now. So, but this girl right here, you better keep an eye on her. You better keep an eye on number 5. Oh, and I was able to say her full name, yeah, Oluje Okinawa or whatever. I was like, y'all better. Why that girl didn't move out the way? The hell? Who's hugging her? Oh, I thought that was Chelsea Gray. What interview you talking about on this? No, it wasn't. It was. No, it wasn't an interview. It was a story, and then she got in the comments. Kennedy Nicole, that's her name online. I said Kennedy Nicole, she wasn't playing. I was like, so that tells me the way that I know Ken. Like I told you, I know my players. When I saw Ken Dog go up in there like that, I was like, oh y'all pissing them off. They reading what we saying. Did that. They reading what we saying. Nip. Hold on, let me go get my mail real quick. Oh my gosh, why does this thing just like keep doing stuff? Hold on, boo, boo. Super cute. Oh yeah, super cute. I like those a lot. I love Muffet McGraw's take right now. Y'all watching this? Yes, yes to it. There you go. I love everything that Coach McGraw is saying right now. She gave an accurate description of what we have in Kiki Irfin with Juju Watkins on and off the court. Her points per 40 minutes mean, field goal percentage, turnover percentage, usage goes up. And if you, as you can see, the usage is as much as people think they know our team. Um, Her usage was 9% less than Juju, and that has nothing to do with. It just had everything to do with Kiki getting comfortable with there as an outlet, as a safety measure, while we were going to other players. And you have to watch them enough, as much as my chat does, to know what we have in this team. Last year, when Juju would go to the bench with fouls, injuries, they would just start dipping to where she had to come back, and she couldn't even really get a rest until later in the season when it started clicking for the nerds and carried us to a Pac-12 championship. And so, but in that Connecticut game, when we should have went to the Final Four, the ball should have got back into Juju's hands. Should not have been out of her hands for about 8 minutes. Should never have done that. It was too long, because once she got it, she did between the legs, top of the key, bam, right over page. And then people start standing around again or missing passes. Kayla Davis is not a Juju, is not a Kiki Irfin. So I had no doubt we would get past Mississippi State. I just knew it was going to be. I thought it was going to be much more uglier than it ever became. And so, Kansas was a surprise. I was looking forward to playing Kentucky. So now we have Kansas. Pondexter was having an out of body experience with 8 threes. What are the chances of her doing that again? Don't necessarily think that will happen again. So, not afraid of any of post players. Because of the post players that we have. I'm never gonna forget ours because he tried to take over that game and caused us a trip. I do. I mean, Nippy, I really do. How she did that, I felt like you did carry us. You were carrying us before that, Mackenzie, but that wasn't your moment. That was not your moment. You shot us out that game, low key. Low key, you did. You knew how to control the pace at the end of the game. She's been doing it since high school. That ball should have been in her hands, even though she's a freshman. It should have been in her hands. And then get yourself open, and she will hit you if they decide. But they didn't decide to double her. They just kept Paige on her, and she knew she could take Paige. And she tore up Nika so bad, Nika couldn't even guard her no more. Keka Arnold's the only one that was like, running around, has the speed to stay with her. But Jill was like hot, like get her the damn ball. Like, what are you doing? And she just let it, Coach G just let it go on and go on. I was like, time out, god damn. Come over here. Like, call a time out and snap this girl out of it or take her out. Because she's thinking she's on a heater and she's not. I was so pissed. I was like, "Wow, you?" Jill was pissed. She was hurt. But she's so respectful. She's not gonna, demand anything over the senior. But she was not hitting. Stop shooting the goddamn ball. Yeah, I think Duke versus South Carolina is going to be a great game. But let's get South Carolina past Maryland first. But let's assume that South Carolina plays Duke. Um, it'll be a great game. Only, but not if South Carolina's offense is able to get rolling, and they just start utilizing everybody becomes a threat on the floor. Oklahoma it's gonna be hard for them. So we're about to get started. We're about to get rolling, right? Anybody know anything about what's happening with the men's game? Who's in where are they at right now? Lead 8, Sweet 16, and who are the teams? Anybody willing to put that up in the chat? Anybody knowledgeable with that? I don't know where janky you guys are, but ask people to talk to they watch the channel. Don't sit up here and tease bucks. Paige has much respect for Juju. Like they exchanged numbers. She offered her like assistance, someone that she could talk to, vent to, ask questions about what she's going through. 4 more games tonight, and Elite 8 starts tomorrow. 4 more games tonight, Elite 8 starts tomorrow. Okay, so they're at the Sweet 16 spot. Oh, the second part of Sweet 16, kind of like what we're going to be doing 4 more games. Okay, saw that Farrell SC is undefeated against Duke. Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. I was sad to see Juju Reese go out like that, and just all the I'm so sick of these MAGA casual maggots bothering Reese Angel wherever she goes. She can't even watch her baby brother. Like she can't even do anything without these maggot ass trolls having something to say about it. It's like so like it's almost like man, it's almost like I mean, don't they see what came above it? The Big Ten RC, you're a Big Ten fan. You said you've been watching Iowa a long time. Dude, in 21, 22, 22, 23, nobody cared about your viewership in the Big Ten when Iowa was winning was trash. Okay? Nobody was watching. Okay? Nobody until they beat South Carolina. But more importantly, when the game between LSU and Iowa took place, Caitlin's trending her view. She had about 200,000 fans. She struck 1 million after the whole incident because this big bag black girl is trolling our beloved Caitlin Clark. All of a sudden, Angels numbers go up in social media to 1 million. Caitlin zoomed up because they come to the defense of the white girl. That's how it is. That's just what happened. You can see it in the trending. You can see it in the data. Period. And you came out of nowhere to root somebody out. And they're talking about like, oh, Caitlyn did this, Caitlyn did. How did she do that? Why weren't the numbers like that in 21, 22, and 22, 23 in the Big Ten? Let's just start there. Why wasn't her social media as high as it was uh, before the incident with Angel? Tell me that. So, is there anybody? Okay, is there anybody you see in the portal that fits the USC style of play? Sarah Williams. Yes, I already called that out a long time ago. We could use her. Um, I wouldn't mind having Jada Williams. The hand gesture for sure. That hand gesture shot it up for both of them. And then we got the Larry Bird Magic comparison. Not in their style of play, but obviously their skin color. You know, became an issue. Because if I were Iowa fans, I would have been upset because when they got past Aaliyah Boston, they for sure were supposed to be the shoe in for the championship. Nobody saw that LSU. I had pinned it on. I can't find that because I don't know how to look through my stuff on social media, on X, Twitter. But I had said way earlier in that season when I saw the shoe, it goes all the way back to when the shoe incident with Angel, and I started watching them, and I was like, oh, they're gonna win the championship. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant, and I said it. And I said, let me put this here so that I can remember that I said it. And then because I was new to social media and how it all works and who's who and what, I got caught up and I started to slip back into going. I went away from them, and I said, oh, okay, well, South Carolina. But my original thought and my thought still was going for LSU because I like their style, I like their dog, I like that they could emphasize, they can get the 50-50 balls, they can hustle, they have this dog and Angel Reese that was just something that's uncoachable about her. Flau'jae and uh, Alexis Morris and Samaya Smith. I think Samaya might have injured herself there, but it was just something about that team. Carson and them off the bench. It was crazy. I didn't get to see. I want to see the interviews. Like I've been seeing other people's March Madness coaches interviews and players. I want to see ours and and what they're saying. Really good media trained. They're really good with their interviews and things like that. So I can't wait to find those on the internet. If anybody has them, you can put them in the Discord. It'd be great. Don't forget to vote, guys, for the Naismith Coach of the Year, Player of the Year, and Defensive Player of the Year. Janky in Discord. I can't remember who you are in my. Who's Janky in Discord? What you have a different name in YouTube, and you told me before, and I'm tripping out like who you are and who you are. Is it DeWitt? Kaylee on the radio. I didn't hear Kaylee on the radio show. I saw Kaylee interviewed by Autumn Johnson. So I can call you that. Call you by name. Oh, it's you do it. That's what I thought. Okay, you said Jew is live. Are you talking about me or are you talking about Juju Watkins? You know, it has been a beautiful thing. It be that the outpouring for Jew is so it just reaches so far. Like coaches, um, okay, there I go freezing again. Hopefully, there we go. God damn, I just see what's behind here. I think this one, all this stuff is up. I have this problem. Yeah. All right, guys. Spring art is crazy.
On Amazon Live.
That is wild. Okay, so K9 will be your point. I think so. I mean, I'm not the coach. I think they're gearing for that. Now, Juju Nippy Elizabeth, that is wild because Tiana was rumored to be a second round pick. Did I see these already? I think I've seen all that already. Leah, our only point guard tonight, got so many options, right? Volume shooter, right. Leah. I'm not tripping on AB. She's really good. Okay. Duke in that thing. I can't say name lie. Lucci. What's up? What's up, Tazzy Taz? Off stream frozen. I'm back. Never gonna forget the. Oh yeah, we talked about that. We think about that game. Alabama, Duke, Texas, and Florida won last night. That's the men. Man, this is laugh, kiki. I really don't like the way people go at any of the athletes. I mean, in the pros, okay, fair game, but I don't like how they hate on college athletes either. So, I mean, shoot, I can't see the stream. How about now? Yeah, I had disappeared. Hopefully, y'all can come back. Come back. Stop leaving me. DeWitt, you still with me? If you're not still with me, come back. Hey, anybody new here? This is just a live chat stream. We all get together, chit chat. Yep, I'm back. I want everybody to come back. Well, y'all don't want to watch this game together? What's up, y'all? Because I got only two of y'all in my stream. I know y'all watching with me when we watch USC, but y'all don't want to watch it together. I can go. The StreamYard, like I kept trying to refresh it, and it just tripped. I don't know why. I don't. I think it tells me that I gotta like manage my storage. Let me see if my storage thing. Yeah, that's working. Like I have a flash drive in here to capture it, so it won't stop doing that. I can't wait to see Juju's shoe though coming out. I cannot wait to see her shoe. Angel Reese shoe. Oh, her shoe came out, didn't it? I think she got shoes. Yeah, I think, is that a personal edition or did she put her shoe out yet? I mean, well, she's with Reebok, so they can do it any old kind of way. I know it's hard for people to watch on Facebook because they may be at work and so on and so forth. But if you want to tap in. Click like on Facebook and come on over to YouTube. Say hello. Oh my goodness. Where y'all at? Y'all not gonna watch this game? Because SC playing Maryland, Hope from Maryland. 2 you go. You want to see an upset? I know this shit better not be boring. What? Wait, what channel is this on? They better not be boring. Because then they gonna get credit to like how good the game would have been with had Juju been playing. I don't crack up. I'm be like, yeah, but you wasn't talking about it like that. You didn't act like she was the talk of the town. Even my TV keep on flipping off the game. Okay, put the game on. Like now you're back 4-0. Oh my God, are we just gonna sit here and see a blowout? This bracket Carolina in just is laughable. It's just laughable to me. Oh my God, it's just laughable. 4-2. Hey, DeWitt, I'm gonna go watch this game because I'm not having a big following coming in. I don't know if people just want to watch this game and not be distracted. And that's cool. But I'm gonna come back, start up another stream. But I'm just gonna sit back and watch this game. I love to watch it with you, but go into the Discord and we can talk that way. So I'm gonna end this stream right here, y'all. Come back, send notification in the chat. JP probably catching up on someone's need to sleep or homework. And then we definitely gonna we want to come back for UCLA and I want to see Ole Miss and UCLA and LSU and North Carolina State. But I'm watching this game right here though. But keep stay with me though. All right, peace.